It is DP from Alpha Traders, alphatraders.com, at Alpha Traders Inc. on Twitter and YouTube. Hit that like, hit that sub. Appreciate all the love. Let's go over Tesla. We go over Tesla every Sunday because it's the best. It's just straight the best. Um, that being said, it sucks right now. It sucks. I actually am buying shares down here. I try every time we test a weekly low, I buy some shares, put it in the long-term portfolio personally. I do think Tesla's going to be a 3,600, 35, 34, 3,600 somewhere in there, company over the next 3 years. You can go in the fundamentals and you can find out. It's pretty simple if you ask me. So let's talk about Tesla some more. So, obviously with growth and a downtrend, and some people argue with me that um, is Tesla really growth? Yada yada yada. Yes, it is because it's going to be the stalwart growth company for many 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 years to come because it's going to keep growing. And I the tech is just too good. They're too far ahead of everyone else. But let's talk about it from a technical standpoint. Obviously, if the market opens up where it's at 42.69, I think there's more pain as will probably open either at 825 or under 825 at that point. Um, you could do the math. I'm not going to do the math. I'm not going to lie. I don't need to do the math for you to tell you that under 825 bad, over 8 open above 825 okay. I think Tesla's a great short heading into the week. I think you're going to have a chance to short it as long as 825 holds. I don't really, I don't always like saying, okay, well, you just play a long over the yesterday's high and play a short under yesterday's low. Like you can do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a little bit of a false thing because there's a lot of times where they sweep the lows and they'll go down 5 points and they'll go to 820, 819. They'll hold it there for about 20 minutes and then goes everybody's pouring into these shorts. They zip it right back on you. So I don't like to do that. I like to look at the flow and I like to look at the order flow and I like to look at a chart because it's a good visual. And as a reminder, I use EMAs to show trend. I don't use EMAs to really trade off of. I don't think they're really unless it's the 200 day. I think the 50 day, the 100 day, and the 200 day are arguable places you can trade off of. The 200 for sure. I think the 200 EMA is a great place to trade off of. You can always usually get a bounce from the if it's coming from the downside, you can get a bounce down, and usually if it's coming down from above, you can get a bounce back up off the 200. It's a lot of really good area for people that just trade charts will buy that. But that being said, Tesla pretty much under every single EMA that I look at in trend. So it's an obvious downtrend. It's pushing further down. I mean, it got down to we'll call it 700 what last week? No, the week before. Can't remember. It was the week before. Yeah, this was that Thursday, I believe. And I'm actually looking for this to get back to this area right here. 758. I would love another shot at 700. I would absolutely love another shot at 700. I think that's a beautiful place to play it. You can call it 690, you can call it 700 if you're going to get, all your pant your underwear in a bunch over $10 on a $700 stock, you have issues. But I think Tesla's a really good short still this week, especially if 825 is lost. You lose that 825, or maybe it's tomorrow afternoon and it's hanging around 820 and it's obviously not going to get above 825. Your risk return on that is going to be really good going into the next day that it's going to gap down. Um, Tesla got me on Friday. This range of it opened at 850, went to 855, went down to 825, bounced around to 840. It was just a bad range, and I lost money on Tesla. I was actually up 130% on one of my calls, the 870 calls from Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I believe it was here. I think we bought 840, somewhere in there, 840, and it ran all the way up. We had about 100 and some odd percent at the open, and then it pooped. I didn't do a good job managing it. I think that was I should have just taken my double and moved on, but I didn't. Regardless, 825, huge level, huge level. If you look at the weekly lows, that's going to be another big level for Tesla. So last week's lows were 814. So if I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to be bearish on this, I'm going to look to short 825. Any retest of 825, I stay patient. I go through it, and a retest of 825, and it doesn't take it back over, and it comes back down. Good short. I know I have at least till 815. Weekly low is 815 from last week. Okay, it gets under 815. Definite short. We're going to get down to 800. We're probably getting all the way down to 760 at that point. So now I know in my head my levels: 825, 815, 758. That's where I'm at. And even if you want to be even more of a micromanager, 792. There's your numbers. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share. Appreciate all the love. See y'all out there.